Are you talking to your kids about sex in open, ongoing conversations? It's tricky, right? And so I've put together this interview series for you. My name is Anya Maness, and I am an educator and a parent coach. I help parents have open communication about sex with their kids so that they can ensure that their kids have safe and healthy sexual relationships from the start. That's not how it was in my family. We didn't talk about sex until after abuse had already happened. And at that point, my parents disagreed about how to handle it, and they ended up divorcing. I found I preferred school to home, and maybe that's why I became a teacher. For over a decade, I taught high school science, and when we got to the human reproductive system in biology class, I found that I was teaching sex ed. Despite my efforts, I wasn't able to do everything that I wanted to and to give my students everything that they needed. I still had students who were dropping out pregnant. I still had a student who told me about being in an abusive relationship. And one of my homeroom students attempted suicide because she'd been raped and wasn't able to talk about it. So what we're doing in schools is great, but it's not enough. And I know that parents are the answer. So I want to empower you. I want to give you the tools and tips and tricks and all the help that you need so that you can be there for your kid day in and day out, really guiding them in the ways that we weren't guided, the ways that we would have liked to have been guided as we embarked upon our first relationships. So if that sounds good to you, please put your name and your email in the box, and you will receive an email with a link to a fantastic expert who is sharing how to talk about porn, how to talk about sexting, how to teach your kids to have healthy boundaries, what we can do to prevent sexual abuse, and more. So if that sounds good, put your name and your email in the box, and I'll see you in June.